Greetings everyone. In this video I want to talk about relationships and choices.
Greetings! This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
Alright, relationships are always choices. Sometimes one-sided, sometimes a two-way street. When you are in a relationship with a person and you open yourself up to being affected by that person, if you allow them into your innermost circle of friends, those people who are closest to you and who affect you on a day by day, now day experience. Usually someone in your own household, whether it's a partner, a marriage relationship, a business partner, a child, a parent, siblings, whatever those close nuclear relationships are within your script, because those relationships tend to affect every now day that you experience, they have more impact, and your choices regarding those relationships, how much you will surrender of yourself to those relationships, how much energy you will put into those relationships. Those are all choices. And many times we put ourselves on autopilot, and because we're comfortable in the relationship and we know that other person's idiosyncrasies and their struggles and their vices and what it is that they do, that although you can see that it may not be beneficial for them, it's their game and their experience. And as long as that doesn't overflow onto you and your experience, then those relationships can usually continue. And in a lot of cases, source players have a programmed self-esteem that says that that's all that they are worth. That there couldn't be anybody out there that would treat them any better, or that would be better to them than this person, or they have a bad maybe they know themselves too well and they know things that they have done. Well, you haven't gone through the self-hypnosis programming to remove all of that sin and karma programming that you have been dealing with your entire life. And sometimes you bring those things into your experience and you project them on other people for them to return it to you. Relationships are choices, and sometimes hard choices need to be made. Even before you get down the line in a relationship, you meet someone for the first time. And there are a lot of things that factor into why you choose to be in a relationship with others. Now, you would do well to comprehend what it is that causes you to be drawn to certain people, or why you want certain relationships, and what it is that is the driving force within your subconscious that makes you desire those things, and possibly even to mold and shape someone into who you want them to be instead of allowing them to be who they are. Now, if they have traits that are extremely low frequency and that could cause problems for you in your game because of their poor choices, all right, and it's affecting you, you need to be aware that you have some hard choices to make yourself. Why would you tolerate those choices that they're making to be around you and influence you? You see, that's a choice in and of itself, and that's a know yourself, know thyself, as to why you would tolerate and put up with someone who is doing things illegally, low frequency behaviors, making choices in their lives. Now, they're entitled to make those choices, but you being connected to them will not be beneficial for you and your game. Usually two people cannot live together without agreeing on roles that each individual will play, and usually will not become into a relationship that they don't consider to be beneficial or mutually beneficial. And relationships should be mutually beneficial. Those are the best kind. You need to know thyself. You need to have strong boundaries. You need to have a sense of who you are as source. You need to have a sense of purpose and what it is that you desire to experience and what you desire to experience in a relationship. And you need to be willing to put the effort into it yourself for it to be mutually beneficial. Now, you need to know thyself. What is your subconscious programming telling you about roles and relationships, and why you choose the relationships that you choose? Is there a similarity between the relationships that you have? Have you been in the drug culture or in some other culture and you have amassed friends from that culture and you are trying to move away from it and you don't fit into that group anymore because you're not the same as you used to be? Tough choices that you have to make. But they're all choices. That goes for friends and acquaintances. Usually relationships, you have something in common, or there is a reason for the relationship, whether it's a business relationship. But I'm talking more in terms of social relationships and close relationships that really affect your nowadays in the experiences that you have, because they are in your relationship, in your nowadays, every day. All of these things need to be made aware in your mind, and how you deal with getting your thoughts across to that other person, and how much you will tolerate or how much you appreciate about having that relationship with that other person. Choices. You chose to bring certain people into your relationships, and you just need to know what the programming is that's going on within your subconscious, and why possibly you would tolerate certain actions from significant people in your lives that you wouldn't tolerate from anyone else. And those things probably need to be addressed, or you need to get down to the real reason of why it is that you're not addressing them, or that you are bothered or concerned about these things. Choices. Just take stock and see what it is, how your relationships are formed within your game, and what it is that you seem to choose as far as relationships go. What are the similarities? What's going on with them? And make the best choices for you in your game. Some relationships may need to go, and it may be difficult. But if that's the choice that you make, know that it's only a season and it will pass. There is no reason that you cannot find a significant person in your life to encourage you and be there for you, if you choose. But you need to be open to that possibility. You can make the best choices for yourself in this game. Now, if you find the information that I'm sharing and the work that I've done within the Matrix to be of benefit to you, then it benefits you to say thank you with a gift via PayPal. The link is in the description box below. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.